I promise you, I still have a neck. My filming setup is a little wonky today, and we're just gonna make it work, okay?
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
So what's up, guys? It's your girl Giselle, aka Jeezy. Welcome to those who are returning and welcome to those who are new to my channel. I know it's been such a long time since I posted my last video, and I do apologize about that. Work is just crazy. June 4th is today, so tomorrow will literally mark 6 full months since my procedure. So far, I am very pleased with the results. Right now, you can definitely see a whole lot more of a bridge forming. It still kind of extends out just on the tip area, but like all of this area here that was still kind of swollen has like softened and is like gone down so much. The first 3 months is when you're gonna see most of that swelling go down significantly. After the 3rd month for me, my swelling was just like volatile. I was swelling non-stop. Also does depend on what you eat. If I had anything salty with my job, I'm an adjuster, so like I have to be on it. And so because of that, I am drinking a lot of caffeine throughout the day, unfortunately, but that really does play a big role in my swelling. Despite all of that swelling just going up and down, I also did notice that there was more definition coming in, which was really exciting. The depressing part of that is the moment you see some definition, in the next few hours, that definition that you saw, you're not gonna see it again, maybe until the next day or the next few hours. And that's how volatile it is. Alcohol consumption, caffeine, salty foods will play a big role in your swelling going up and down throughout the day. So that's really what I experienced from month 3 up until now. One of the biggest differences that I do not only see, but how I feel is hardness in my nose. So like when you're really swollen, everything feels so hard because there's so much like blood flow. There's just so much swelling in that area. I'm not gonna lie, it took a minute for that feeling to go away, but it did start with my nostrils. I will say my nostrils was one of the first things to like soften up, but on my tip is where I felt it the most, to the point that it does affect your smile. So please be aware of that. You're not gonna have your normal smile. It's not gonna be here for a while. I'm sorry. I noticed that like when I smiled, my top row of teeth were not showing, but I'm happy to say, wow, the smile. One of the reasons for that is because of the swelling, because it's so much and it's so concentrated here. It relaxes the nerves and the muscles that help to pull this together when you smile. So all of that's affected as it's healing. It's gonna look weird for a lot of people. Just a heads up that that might happen to you. As far as sensation goes, I still like feel a little fuzzy as the nerves are coming back. It's like a fuzzy feeling. It's not on the texture, but just how the skin feels. Like when you touch it, it has like a fuzzy feeling to it, like inside of the nose. For the most part, I could feel pretty much my whole nose. It's just certain parts like around here, around the edges here, that it still feels a little delicate. It doesn't hurt, it just feels a little funny, like a little fuzzy feeling. Like as the nerves are coming back, it just feels weird. It feels like my nose is back here and my tip is here. So obviously, you know, as it softens, I'm gonna be able to really feel my nose, but like my tip, it's still a little far out, I'm not gonna lie. And it does feel a little weird. It does look a little weird to me sometimes, but the most important thing is everything up top that was like really out there when I was first healing is going down. I will say as of right now, I am pretty happy with my results in comparison to what it looked like when I first got out. Definitely starting to see more definition, which looks so good and just makes my features stand out even more. And I'm just excited because I'm only halfway in. You're gonna experience a slower of a healing process. So for what I understand, it could take up to a year, up to like a year and a half to really see the results. So if I'm seeing this now, I can only imagine what is to come, and I'm very excited for that. And if you're going through the same thing and you're pretty much in the same phase, just trust the process. It does take a lot for me to come on here to say this, but definitely trust the process, because in time you're gonna start to surprise yourself and you're gonna start looking and feeling better every single day. I'm sorry y'all, it's storming bad out here and it is only 6:49 and all of a sudden it wants to get dark. As far as the tingling sensation that I had when I was first recovering, that tingling sensation for the most part has gone away. Now, obviously, I don't really have this issue now. Anytime I smiled a little bit harder than what my natural smile can do at the moment because of what's going on, I felt a little tingle. If I sneezed a little harder and I didn't sneeze out of my mouth, which I recommend you do.
You're nasty.
Just cover your mouth. But if I sneezed out of my nose on accident, like I could definitely feel like a little tingle. For the most part, the tingling sensation was primarily in the first month. Like that initial feeling definitely did subside, but the first month you'll feel it like crazy because you'd be surprised how quick it takes for your nerves to already start coming together and repairing itself. You're gonna feel the difference. As far as my breathing goes, I can breathe out of this nostril. This nostril I can breathe out of more now than before. Inside of this nostril, it is much more swollen than it is this nostril, which I've already explained in my other video. Now keep in mind that as you are swelling, your swelling is not going to be symmetrical, okay? So keep that in mind as the swelling goes down, that it's not going to match the other side and be super symmetrical either. It's going to go down on its own time, okay? Despite this side being more swollen than this side in comparison to what it was like before, it has gone down. However, this side is still more swollen than this side, the ratio going down. Does that make sense? So keep that in mind as well when you have your swelling. It's not going to be symmetrical and it's not going to go down symmetrically either. It has its own little thing going on in there. I will say at night, I can now sleep flat on my back, you know, on my pillow. In terms of like the texture and how it feels around the nose, I will say you are more prone to getting blackheads, rough and bumpy skin, especially at night. Like me, I still tape. I ran out of my tape, but I definitely do tape at night. But when you take it off, you're definitely gonna notice a lot of blackheads. So for that, I would definitely recommend like a glycolic acid toner. So it helps exfoliate that area and get all of that congestion, everything, all that gunk out. And so your nose, your skin will feel a lot softer. Ordinary has a really good one that you can get at Ulta for like under $10. I'm not gonna lie, I definitely feel a lot more confident. I feel like I still have a ways to go. I'm hearing a lot of compliments lately, and I thank you guys for that. Even for the people that I see like in real life that can see it, like I appreciate that. But for me, in my head, I'm definitely getting better with time. I will say there have been days where the swelling has been really intense, really crazy, and it makes you think like, man, am I even gonna get these results? The swelling can be even worse than what you had before your procedure. And for those who don't get it, you'll get it once you get to that point. Keep drinking a lot of water, because right now it's just managing that swelling. I'm gonna have a video breaking all of this down, but I definitely wanted to just let you guys know. Gonna be days where you are super swollen and you're gonna feel helpless. There's nothing you can do about it, and your body is naturally healing on its own time. And as your body is working in overdrive to heal, your skin, your face, your nerves, it's gonna get swollen. Know that it's going to fluctuate like crazy, especially after month 3. I started to notice the swelling going down really around 3 months. Month 4 was definitely a much bigger significance for me. At 3.5 months was when I was actually able to smile a little bit better and you could start to see some teeth. By month 4, I can definitely notice a lot of that initial swelling going down, and I started to notice the definition in the nose, how it's looking from different angles, and that was something that I was so excited about. Typically they say, oh, month 3 you're gonna see a difference, in which you can, but for us ethnic skin girlies it might take a little bit longer. So from my experience, it did take 3.5 to 4 months to see that. Month 5, the nose definitely started to look a lot more natural. Any visible scars? No. I started losing nose hairs like crazy. Like, I still use my Q-tips to clean my nose, but there will be a lot of nose hairs coming out as you're cleaning your nose. I don't know if that's happened to anybody or if anybody can relate. It does stink when you're cleaning your nose. Like, as it's healing, it definitely does have a smell. But not only that, as you're cleaning it, and you know, there's gonna be a lot of nose hairs that comes out. Sorry, I'm just being real. It definitely took about 2 months going on almost 3, where I felt comfortable working out. For some people, 3 months and you're able to go back to your regular activities. For some people it took long. It took about 3 months for me to work out and feel comfortable doing so without feeling like my whole face is on fire and swollen. To be honest with you, like, there were times where I'm like, man, should I get a revision? And it's crazy because I just had it. But after a while, I think that it's just the post-surgery blues kicking in sometimes. Like I said, your mind will play some crazy tricks on you. You'll think the worst, and then the next day you're happy, and the next day you're just like, damn, where did all that go? Like, it really is a psychological process. Y'all gotta be strong for it. And it's not easy. However, it is so worth it in the end. For those who ever wanted a revision, definitely wait a year to a year and a half, because at the end of the day, your nose isn't even finally done healing. Like, you're not even seeing what's underneath. Please give yourself some time to see what's underneath before you decide to do this process all over again. Because the thoughts were running through my mind, but I had to remind myself, girl, you're not even done healing. You're over here trying to get another one. What's wrong with you? Have some patience on yourself. Have some grace on yourself. Do know that you are healing. Your body is doing what it needs to do at the timeline that it needs to do it. And you just need to do your part. Look beautiful, stay happy, and just focus on the good. So overall, I'm very happy with my experience. I would absolutely do it again if I had to. Confidence and the satisfaction that I feel about myself far outweighs any discomfort that this has brought me. I just want to encourage anybody who is thinking about getting this done to really do your research, really seek counseling, make sure that internally, mentally, emotionally, that you are good. If you are going through post-surgery blues, if you have a therapist, please seek a therapist, talk to somebody. As women, a lot of these things we do for us, but sometimes it's a much deeper problem, a deeper root that we need to address. And I'm not saying this for every person, I'm not saying this for every woman who wants to do this stuff, but I'm just saying, you know, if even this doesn't make you happy, then I would definitely try to seek some help as well. Aside from just fixing the exterior, the interior far outweighs what you can ever do externally. Know that we all are a part of this journey, just trying to recover gracefully. So aside from that, you need to go and watch the last video just to have an understanding of what it looks like after 1 month, and the video before that, just to give you context as we're going through this journey together. I will see you in the next video. Go ahead, click on it. I'll be there. If you wanted to see, I got like my freaking cat fur. Oh my gosh, I feel like my freaking cat's fur is all on my face. Swelling can not only be asymmetrical, that your swelling may not only just be still swollen, as you can see, I'm still swollen. I do keep in mind that as you're swelling, your swelling is Jesus Christ. I do have some questions that, let's see. But that is just about it, guys. I swear, every time I try to film a video for you guys, it's always something.